The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Hey everybody. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Talk Live Paranormal with Shannon and Mr. Bill. I am Mr. Bill.
And I am Shannon.
And she's here.
Technology permitting.
Technology permitting, Shannon's going to stay with us the entire show. Being how pretty much it is her show, I've just been kidnapping it for the last few weeks.
I've been busy.
Oh, yeah. So we'll start things off tonight by saying thank you to all the men and women serving out there for this great country in the armed forces. Thank you guys for everything you do each and every single day to keep us safe and sound. Thank you. Come home safe.
Yeah.
So,
what's up, Bill?
Not much. How you been?
Busy.
Busy. As we all know, life sucks sometimes.
Or all the time.
Or most of the, just straight up most of the time. So, we've all got stuff going on. But just take time for yourself every now and then. Relax. Kick back. Deep cleansing breaths. But if that doesn't work, have something to drink. Oh my God, Shannon, have you seen the yoga lady?
No.
Anybody that's out there, I'm going to promote her because it's funnier in hell. I think the YouTube video is called Yoga for I got to look this up now. God, what is this? It's like
yoga lady?
Yoga for where's Facebook? I mean YouTube. Where is that? YouTube. Oh my God. This is yoga.
Yoga
for bitches. It's funny. It's I'm sorry. It's meditation for bitches.
That's a thing?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's hilarious. This lady is funnier than hell. She calls it meditation for bitches that don't know shit about meditation.
Oh my God.
The first thing she does is puts a bottle of wine really close, just in case the meditation doesn't frickin' work. But you've got to watch it. Anybody that's out there, you've got to go watch that. Meditation for bitches is what it's called. It is funnier than hell.
Meditation for bitches. Hang on, I gotta write this down. Meditation for bitches. I don't even know how to take that.
The
My
worst
bitch
thing,
if I listen to it?
No, I guarantee you can't watch it without laughing.
Oh, this is probably true because it's yoga.
Well, it's just the way she talks through the whole thing. It's only like 3 minutes long, but it's funnier than hell. Oh my God!
Where'd you find this at? YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. It's one of the funniest things in the very beginning. Just the way she talks through it. And then she's got all sorts of other videos out there. It's just really funny.
I'm gonna have to check her out.
Yeah. So let's see what's going on in the world of the paranormal. It's colder than balls outside right now. I know
you're colder there than I am here.
We're supposed to be like with the wind chill like -5 tonight, and that's one of the warmer nights we've had. So yeah, it's just been sucky dog ass here. It's been almost too cold to go do anything sometimes. You just want to grab a glass of wine, sit by the fire if you got a fire. If not, just set your couch on fire, I guess.
What temperatures did you guys hit last Wednesday?
-46, I think, without the wind chill.
Y'all can keep that I think we hit like -4.
Oh, hell. That's a heat wave here.
No. It was like -4, and Thursday was like 3 or 4, and then it jumped up into the teens, and then like 2 days ago, I swear to God, truck said it was 71.
Well, it was on Wednesday, it was the -40s. Thursday, it was the -30s. Then it started just climbing a little bit, and then on Sunday, it was like 46. I'm like, how do you have almost 100-degree shift change, or temperature change in 5 days? How? How does that happen? That was the freakiest thing.
I hate cold weather, so. So I haven't got to investigate for a while, and I had an old friend hit me up a couple days ago, and at first I was like, well, I only have 2 weekends out of the month, and when I don't have Allie, when she's with her daddy, and I'm like, do I really want to go out and investigate on my only 2 free weekends a month? Part of me's like, yes. Part of me's like, no.
Do I or don't I?
I know. And I want to because I haven't got to investigate in a while, and I've been wanting to. I've had a lot of people hit me up like, hey, we're going here. Do you want to go? I've even been invited to a wedding at Randolph County Asylum. I guess they're getting married up in the attic, which it's not the first wedding they've ever had there. Someone had one a couple years ago in October. I don't know. Yeah,
they're getting married at the asylum.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I love investigating. Don't think my dream wedding is gonna be in a haunted location.
Wow.
So, she hit me up a couple days ago and was like, hey, she'd even mentioned about retiring. She's been trying to retire since 2017, and then when she heard that I wasn't working with Ghost Hunts USA anymore and I had a little more free time, she was like, well, you want to join our team? And I was like, well, I mean, I can't do it full time, but I mean, I'd like to come out and investigate with you guys. So they added me to the group. I get my fancy sman shirt. She's going to be ordering one soon for me because I'm skinny, I guess, so they have to order me one. So the name of their paranormal group is Abyss Paranormal Investigations, and they're based out of Indiana. They're actually like 30 minutes from Randolph County.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I'm going to go down there, not this weekend, but next weekend, go down there, and I don't know if Ricardo's listening or not. I don't know if he listens to our show or not, but he is one of the owners of Referee Sports Bar and Grill there in Winchester, Indiana, and I've been dying to go back there and eat, so we're going to meet up there next Sunday.
Why does it every time we talk about you going somewhere, it always revolves around food?
Because I like food.
Okay, I'm just asking. You gotta get all chippy about it. Jeez, lady, come on.
Well, not like food. I love food, okay? Anybody that knows me or has investigated with me or just eat into my house, I eat all day, every hour on the hour. I'm always hungry.
And you're like as big around as a toothpick.
5'11", 148 pounds.
Oh my God. What am I going to do with you?
But they, over at Referees, they have some of the best fried pickles. I've been having fried pickle withdrawals.
Fried pickles sound really, really good.
Yeah, so I'm going to give Ricardo a shout out for the restaurant, and I'm going to actually try and call him earlier before we go up there to get a spot, because they're always busy on Fridays and Saturday nights.
Cool.
So I'm hoping. I want some fried pickles.
Fried pickles sounds really, really good.
So, for everybody really listening, yeah, see, I want some right now. I started talking about fried pickles. For everybody listening, if you guys go check out on Facebook, they're called Abyss Paranormal Investigations, and it's Tracy and Steve Eldridge, and another gentleman by the name of Mark, who I get to meet next weekend for the first time. And I was just informed a little bit ago that we get to go investigate privately at Ashmore Estates in July.
So you're going to be in Ashmore in July. Can you bring anybody with you? Because we're only like 4 hours from there.
I don't know. It's July 6th.
July
So you might
6th.
have to sweet talk her because she's listening.
Who is it?
It's Tracy. Tracy Eldridge.
Tracy, can I come? Please. I'll bring Shannon.
I said no.
Damn.
But they are a good group of guys. Both of them, husband and wife, and I haven't got to hang out with them and investigate with them. We did a lot of reenactment stuff at Randolph County Asylum, and we had an absolute blast and got some awesome EVP. Stan was with us too. He was one of the he used to work for Ghost Hunts too.
Okay.
He was out there with us, and I think she just shared a bunch of pictures and videos from that memory. I think I'm tagged in it, so I can try and put some of that on our Facebook page.
Cool.
So I will do that and share that, and go out there and like Abyss Paranormal. It'll be an interesting year.
Definitely.
So that's what I got going on so far this year.
Well, we've got a couple things coming up. The very first one coming up is March 30th at, where is this? It's called the Study Hall First Class at the Farrar School here in Iowa.
Okay.
It's being put on by CNH Paranormal and Riverside Iowa Paranormal. We're co-hosting it with them. It's kind of a full night of things. So like it starts on, like I said, I can't talk. Why can't I talk tonight?
We can never talk.
It's Saturday, March 30th. It's check-in is from 6:30 to 7. Then from 7 to 8:30, it's introductions, dinner, in the history of the whole place. Then we're going to do some door prizes from 8:30 to 9. I'll explain one of the door prizes here in a bit. I ain't going to give much away because we're still kind of putting things together. And then from 9 to 9:45 is kind of a paranormal Q&A, let people ask questions. And then we're going to do a couple group investigations from like 9:45 to 11:15. And after that, it's free roam. It's an overnight until 4 a.m. Now,
Sweet.
For the door prizes. So we're putting together from Riverside Iowa Paranormal, the group that I'm in. We're putting together a basket to give away at the door. So when you buy your tickets, if you buy your tickets in advance, I think you get 3 chances. And if you buy the tickets at the door, you get 1, I think. Okay. So we're actually giving away 2 prizes. The first prize is going to be that basket, and there's going to be it's got all sorts of stuff in it. It's kind of cool, and then we're even custom building at least one thing to put in there. I won't give away what it is. But the second prize is for 3 people. We're going to try. I don't know if we're going to draw one name and then have them pick 2 other people to go with them.
Yeah.
But we're going to do an experiment that we've never tried before. Now, I won't explain it on the air because I don't want to give it away just yet. You got to come there to see it. But it's something we've never tried as a group. It's an experiment that usually is done with 1 person, and we're going to incorporate it with 3.
Okay.
So if you want to come, you want to find out what it is. You got to go there. Go to www.hauntingatfarrar.com, and I think you can get tickets there. Or you can go to Riverside Iowa Paranormal here on Facebook, and we have the directions to how to get there. And also on riversideiowa.paranormal.org, we have those there also. What else?
Definitely check you guys out.
Yeah, and
you guys are a good group too.
And then April 13th, I don't even know what this one is. First time I've seen this one. An evening with Dustin Perry.
Dustin from Ghost Hunters
at the McIntyre Villa in Atchison, Kansas. I've never seen this one. I don't know how many tickets are selling. They're $99 a ticket, and you go to www.eventbrite.com. Eventbrite, whatever the hell it says. Eventbrite.com,
yeah.
And you can get your tickets there. Let's see, what are the details here? The haunted 1889 McIntyre Villa presents an evening with Dustin Perry from the TV show Ghost Hunters. Your VIP ticket will include a meet and greet, Q&A, a lecture, and a 4-hour investigation of the McIntyre Villa with Dustin.
Dustin is awesome.
I've never met him. I want to go. I should just buy tickets and go.
We met him up at Post Town with John Zaffis and KJ McCormick and Keith Age and Carmen Reed, I think her name is, the one who lived in the original house from The Haunting in Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah, we met all of them at it was an Eventbrite thing at Post Town and got to investigate with like each. They kind of like all walked around. Well, of course, Dustin let my daughter Taylor. She went and he let her tag along with him like the whole night. So she was just in heaven. He is her favorite from Ghost Hunters International. So he was excited to meet him. And yes, Dustin is awesome. If you ever get the chance to go meet him, do not pass it up. He is very knowledgeable. And if you do, follow him on Twitter. He constantly makes videos and stuff about paranormal stuff and whatnot on Twitter too. I like Dustin.
So the next one in line would be May 18th, which is ConjureCon at Farrar. It's going to have food, tours, games, overnight hunts, raffles, investigations. There's all sorts of things going on for that one. I do not know what the ticket prices involved in it are, but that one's, again, up at Farrar here in Iowa. And I think that's the only ones I've got coming up. But I do want to talk about, where'd it go? Where did my page go? I give up. I had so many.
Thank you, Google.
Thank you, Google. Okay, so, as you know, Ghost Hunts USA, I and Shannon could probably come back whenever she wanted to. But I do a lot at Ghost Hunts USA all year long. They have an exclusive, that brand new location. It's Mineral Springs Hotel in Alton, Illinois, and there's April events that are coming up. So far, I think that's the only events so far that they've got. It's from 8:30 p.m. to 9 a.m. So it's a long one. You have all
8:30 to 9?
Yeah. It says the Mineral Springs Hotel is one of the most haunted locations in Alton. In fact, the whole town is believed to be haunted. Nearly every structure is built from the rock that was the former Illinois State Prison. So they used the rock from the prison to build the town.
Oh, wow.
How much energy did that spread out? That's freaking awesome. Since its creation in 1914, there has been many deaths and suicides. The most harrowing reported death is that of one man who was taking swimming lessons in the pool, sank and drowned. Some people think that it was a tragic accident, while some feel that it was some other forces from the outside that actually pulled him under. From full-blown apparitions being seen, growls, female screams, disembodied voices, and cries for help, they're just a small fraction of what guests had to experience and witness there. With access,
one is that?
This is the Mineral Springs in Alton, Illinois. Yeah, the new location. We're looking really forward to kind of going to this one. It says, "Are you brave enough to spend the night in the basement?" Well, first of all, let's talk about basements, because Bill likes basements. Bill spends a lot of time in the basement because, well, maybe that's... Is it bad that I feel comfortable in basements and prisons?
No, not at all.
I think I talked to my parents. I wonder if they locked me in someplace like that. I have to figure that out.
I would want to know. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't want to know. I can't really say you've never really been hurt bad.
Huh?
Never really been... Unless you're counting the one time where you were hit in the head with that... What was that was thrown at your head?
A brick!
Yeah, but, like, it didn't knock you out or anything. Like, you're a tough guy.
I don't care if you're Arnold frickin' Schwarzenegger in his prime. You get hit in the head with a brick, it frickin' hurts.
It wasn't like a full break though, right?
Honestly, I don't know. It was just stuff started moving and then something hit me and I got the hell out of the hole. I'll tell you that much right now.
Oh my god.
Whoa, you don't get hurt. Let's see, I've been pushed down steps. I've been shoved. I've been scratched where I bled. I've been hit in the head with a brick and I bled. What else was there? It's way too much. But I did finally get to try the Gunsfeld experiment. Have you tried that yet?
No. No, not yet.
Do you know what it is?
No.
And for anybody out there that doesn't know what it is, I'll explain it. So you know the old-fashioned, this is the way I've seen it. I've heard it done with many different things. I've heard it done with, you take ping pong balls and cut them in half and kind of tape them over your eyes so you can still open your eyes and kind of see light through them.
What?
And then what we've done is we took a pair, remember the old-fashioned safety goggles, the real flimsy ones that are real big and bulky?
Yeah.
We spray paint them white. So you can put them on and you can still see through them, but then you put a red light shining into them, right, about 5-6 feet in front of you. So you have this red light, and then you put on a set of headphones, and you put white static noise to where you can't hear anything but that white static noise, and you sit there, and you don't move, and you just try to concentrate. Now, what we normally do is we have people kind of antagonizing or talking, kind of in the same area, but not right like next to you, maybe 20, 30 feet away, kind of going, all right, if you're here, Shannon can't see you. She can't hear you. Now's your chance. You can touch her. You can push her. You can sit on her lap, pull her hair. And you'll see that person, and you just kind of, they'll look around and they'll jerk. I was sitting in the chair, light in my eyes, blindfold, thing over my eyes, headphones on, and it felt like somebody kicked so freaking hard in my leg and my calf on my right side that my leg flew backwards. It hurt. And I'm like, something freaking kicked me. And then we're sitting there, and then I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was being choked. Well, I found out later they were going, he's right there. He's a big guy, but now's your chance to kick the shit out of him.
Holy crap, dude, the hair's standing up on my arms listening.
And they go, they're like, choke him, kick him, and they kept saying kick him, and then my leg flew back. They're like, holy crap, they kicked him. I'm like, that hurt. You got to try that. That's an awesome experience to try.
Yeah, I was just telling Tracy that we'll have to try it.
It's an easy setup. It's something, it doesn't cost a whole lot to even just set up. You just have to have electricity or a bright red light that you can kind of stabilize and put there. It took me to, it started getting me to the point of where what happened at Gettysburg to me. I actually, after I was feeling choked and after I was sitting there for a while, I started going somewhere else. My brain, my mind just kind of it was floating away. And it got so relaxing at first, and it got so tense, and then I felt like I was falling, and then I felt like I was flying, and then it's an awesome thing. So which kind of brings me...
So you got kicked.
Yeah, hard. But nothing ever happened to Bill.
It's an awesome thing until you got kicked.
Yeah, it was awesome as hell until somebody kicked me, and I don't want to play no more. I don't want to get kicked. Mom, they hurt me. It's not fair.
Well, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing those experiments.
So, I'm actually thinking about getting hypnotized and taking this to the next level.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't know. I don't know who I could trust to do it. Juanita Storansky, who we've had on the show before,
I love her.
She's awesome. We need to have her back. She actually said that there's somebody that she thinks could help me, but they're in Florida, and I don't know how we could do that because I'm not a rich guy, and I don't know how the hell I get there.
It's not too bad to fly. Well, it's not from here. I don't know if like Frontier or Allegiant fly out of where you guys are. It's really not too bad.
It's only $1.5 billion.
It is not.
So no, I'm really actually thinking about going through with that piece of it to see what happens and where the next level takes me. I just don't know yet. I don't know how to do it. I got to build up the courage to do that And I sit there and I say, I have to build up the courage to do it, and I have to build up the courage to do this. And then I see all these different people talking about, the only fear you could possibly have in doing anything is a fear you hold inside. Nothing should bother anybody. And right. I guess I kind of take it from one of the people that I heard most talk about this was Mike Tyson. He always talked about how he always wanted to make his mentor, the guy who taught him everything that he knows about boxing, he always wanted to make his mentor proud. But he always had this fear of not making him proud. Well, then after a while, he finally realized my fear is what's killing me. And the only thing I have to fear itself is in my own brain. And that's why I kind of tell people, when they're doing these ghost hunts, or whether it's with Ghost Hunts USA or with anybody, the only thing we have is fear. And if we can get past parts of that fear, which we're never ever going to get rid of all the fear is always going to be there. And it's the fear of the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen. If we can get past that point of that fear in our own mind, what's to stop us from accomplishing anything when it comes to paranormal investigations? There's nothing.
True.
There's nothing other that could stop us. We could do anything we wanted to do. Then the only other piece that really holds everyone back is, and it's still another fear, of trying something new. Trying something different. If you wake up in the middle of the night and go, that might work. But then you go, but I've not seen anybody else do it, so there's no way it can work. Well, why? How many other people are doing this stuff that you look and go, yeah, well, if they can't make it work, I can't make it work? I hear that all the time. Well, we saw it on TV, but we don't think we can make it work, so we never tried. How do you know? How do you try? Yeah, try it. Create stupid stuff. See, my goal, and this is something that sounds really weird, I want to sit in a dark location with no shoes on, put my feet in a pan of warm water and stare into the eyes of a cat.
The fuck?
It's an experiment.
Where are you finding these experiments at?
It's something I'm thinking, because cats are supposed to be, if you look through history, cats were hooked to the netherworld. They were.
Well, yeah, we talked about that like on our Halloween episode, remember?
Yeah. So why? And water is considered to be a conduit. It's a conduit that any spirit, any entity can travel through. It doesn't have to be a big body of water. It doesn't have to be a small body of water. It doesn't have to be moving water. It's just water. So why not put my feet in water? I got to find a cat first of all.
There's like 7 or 8 stray cats here.
I don't want to get messed up. I don't want to be like, and that's just me, not even the cat.
But I mean, I'll send you a couple.
No, I have plenty of stray cats here. There's plenty of stray cats running around here. Because if you ever stare into the eyes of a cat when they're just staring at you,
because I'm allergic.
Well, so am I. That's why you take your Benadryl or your what do you call it? Yeah, your Claritin, and then you just like, I'll sniffle later. I'm okay.
My eyes are half swollen shut.
But I just think there's got to having the ability, or not even have the ability, or having the chance to utilize an animal, especially a cat. A dog's gonna look at you and go, "You got something to eat?"
Get a ball.
Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. But if you can get a cat that you can do it with, there's got to be something there that, well, it's got to take you to a different level and a different place. Right. It has to. There's no way around it. Something's got to work. Or I really, really want to go to a prison and do the same experiment, but 2 pans of water and bars in between us. Put my feet in the water and have a psychopathic killer put his feet in the water and stare at me through the bars, and I'll stare into his eyes and see what happens.
Wow.
I really need to get some sleep.
No, keep going. I'm writing these experiments down.
Are you really?
No, I'm not.
Good.
But still.
No, I just think there's so many people that don't want to try things because of the fear of the unknown, that if they take into consideration what we're doing is the unknown, there shouldn't be any fear in doing it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm afraid of heights. I don't like heights. I never used to be. I've jumped out of planes. I've jumped off things, barns, cliffs, into water, everything. It's just as I get older, I'm not healing as well as I used to. So I think that's my fear of it. It's not really the fear of the landing in the water or falling off something. It's the fear of going, I ain't going to do well at the end of this. I know this isn't going to turn out well for me because I don't bounce like I used to.
But you still want to try it.
I know I do. But, take away the height thing, then I'm okay. Some people are like, hey, let's go up on the top of this building and do something up there. Go right ahead. Unless there's a bar or food up there, I ain't going.
A bar or food? That sounds like me.
Well, you got to have something up there to be, happy with. I mean, come on. Oh, look, snacks.
I'm going to have to try some of this. I don't know if I can try the one with my feet in water and a prisoner and yeah. I don't know if I can do that.
I don't know about the prisoner one, but I really want to try the cat one. And here's the other thing I think. If you take a step back and watch some of the things that they do, there's so many things that are already out there, so many examples that people should try. One of them, I actually got that idea with the cat off of a movie. And I'm going to let you try to
ask
movie.
What movie?
Can
I make a guess?
Yeah, think about it for just a few minutes because it happens really quick, kind of in the beginning of the movie, not in the right beginning. Probably
Pet
the
Cemetery?
first. No, it has nothing to do with pets.
Well, there was a shit ton. Oh,
ha!
It has nothing to do with pets.
Mm-mm.
You're talking about the one about staring in a cat's eyes, right?
Yep, had nothing. The overall movie had nothing to do with the cat. I'm hoping some other people out there are guessing on this one and are figuring out. Somebody's got to figure it out. Somebody's got to be just as big of a. Oh, I almost gave it away. A big of a nerd as me when it comes to good movies. I call them good movies. Some people call them stupid movies. But if you watch some of these movies and see some of the things they do in these movies, some of these you could turn some of this stuff into experiments. You never know. You never know what could happen out there. I'm not saying go out and look in the ditch for Michael Myers or go down to an old insane asylum that had an incinerator in it and see a Freddy. You'll come out and play because you don't want to play patty cake with that man. I'm just saying, try some different things.
I still want to know what movie you're talking about that gave you that idea.
Constantine. With Keanu Reeves.
Oh, wow, with Keanu Reeves. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I saw that one.
It's just, some little stupid things to try, but I think there's got to be something with that. And I'd like to do it sitting in front of a bunch of people. And I wouldn't mind doing it sitting in a chair. Put me in a chair. So let's say Missouri State Pen.
Okay.
In the gas chamber.
Do that in the gas chamber?
Feet in water, staring into a cat's eyes in the gas chamber with just the red light on.
Now, how are you going to make the cat, stare back at you?
You actually, if you get the cat calm enough, you can actually hold their head, and if you hold their head just right, you can keep their eyes open.
Okay.
And that's usually when they get pissed and bite you.
Well, I don't ever have a cat that close to me, so...
But
Will it work with a puppy?
Probably not.
I'm screwed.
Maybe it'll work with a black crow.
Yeah, because you can force a crow to stare at you.
They will.
What?
Have you ever seen that? Where people have staring contests with crows?
I was told to ask you if being hit by that brick had any side effects.
No, I was like this beforehand.
Oh my god.
Who said that?
Tracy.
Oh my god. Thanks, Tracy.
She also asked me what one of my best experiences at Randolph County Asylum were, and I don't think I've ever said this story on the air. If I did, I don't remember, but I don't think I have. But they had, it was probably like the 4th or 5th time we'd ever been back there, but they had Adam and them from Resident Undead had the premiere of their episode that they did at Randolph County.
Okay.
At the local theater in Winchester, and that night after we did the watching their episode, we got to watch the live episode of Paranormal Lockdown from Randolph County, and then we went back to RCI and we investigated, and that was probably one of the craziest. Like, I have my hair standing up on my arms just talking about it, but that was one of the craziest nights I've ever had the experience. Tracy was there too, and it was one of the best nights as far as activity that we've ever had. And we were in the attic, and we had a pretty good sized group up, as we kind of all combined, because one previous group had actually, after about 15 minutes of investigating, had come running down, wanted nothing else to do with the attic, saying stuff was being thrown at them and everything else. And I think it was when Tracy and them were up there, actually, with the brick. There was a brick that was thrown there.
Great, another place for a brick.
I was corrected too, by the way. Steve, Tracy's husband, is the one that asked if you had any side effects from the brick. But there was a brick. There was a brick thrown in the attic when we were all up there, and we had everybody up there. Like, Resident Undead was with us and everything. Rebecca is their psychic medium. Tracy's a psychic medium as well. And
cool.
We were all in the attic, and there was the brick being thrown. There were chunks of wood being thrown. I had got hit in the back of my calf with what looked like a small pebble, and it didn't hurt. But what happened next, like, my whole body went into shaking like I was freezing cold. And this was like, I want to say like this was in May. Like, it wasn't freezing at all. But my whole body was shaking like I was freezing cold. And Rebecca from Resident Undead had sat me down in a chair and put one finger or two fingers on my chest. And within about 10-15 minutes, she had me completely calmed down.
So was it like, so did it start where you got hit in the leg, or just all of a sudden instantaneous?
No, like, this was like the last thing that had happened as far as stuff being thrown. And they feel that it was, the energy was transferred to me once it hit me in the back of the leg.
Was it energy transfer, or was it something trying to take over you? I mean, literally trying to go into you?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it felt like I was freezing. Like I was outside last Wednesday in a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. Cold.
That's not smart.
No, it's not. And it was in March, not May. And Chris Musgrove is also part of Resident Undead, and he was told numerous times to get the fuck out from the spirits that night.
Really?
It was a very, very active night.
That's at Randolph?
Yeah.
I just need to win the lottery, so then we can all just travel around and just go to all these locations every weekend.
Oh, it was in March. I'm getting like corrected.
It
was close. March, April, May. I wasn't that far off.
It began with an M.
I was being told that I was the target.
Wonder why you were the target on that one.
I don't know.
What did you do, Shannon?
I don't know. She said you were the target, that's why.
What did you do, Shannon?
Oh, yeah, they have EVPs. They have EVPs of that night. I didn't do anything.
Wow,
I'm not a provoker.
Huh?
I'm not a provoker.
Whatever.
They smelled pickles on me.
She smells like fried pickles.
I'm gonna like fried pickles. The target.
I like fried pickles.
Yes. That I was open. He said I was very open that night. So I was pretty much open to anything happening.
Well, I'm glad this is a family-friendly show.
Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Shannon.
Welcome back. About damn time you get back here.
I know, I've missed you. I've just had a hard time putting the wee one down.
I know, and
tiny human.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, I know.
I'm just glad she's better. I'm glad
Yes.
you're here. I'm glad you guys are done with all these sinus infections and flus, hopefully.
Well, as long as the weather doesn't go freezing cold and decent outside. 2 days ago, I was outside in a t-shirt.
And now?
Now it's hoodie weather. Last week it was a freaking snow jacket.
Let's see. Here it was. Last week was Arctic gear. Today was a heavy coat with gloves, a hoodie, and a stocking cap and boots. Because we're getting ice right now. Lovely.
Somebody posted something about that earlier that there was ice. I think it was Juanita posted there was ice around her area too.
Where's she out of?
Like pickles. Oh, sorry.
Are you still talking about those damn pickles?
Tracy keeps messaging pickles. It's making me hungry.
It does sound good. So if you're listening out there, if you feel the need, send us some pickles.
Fried pickles. And if I say it like that, Allie hysterically laughs, just so you know.
Yeah, good.
I'm trying to find out where she's from.
So let's see what else is going on out there in the world of paranormal investigations. I'm still trying to find somebody who will sell me cheaply because I'm a broke guy.
A cat?
No, not a cat. I will still want to find the Panasonic DR60.
Good luck with that.
Well, there's 7 of them right now for sale on eBay, but they want too damn much money.
See here, DR60.
So, let's see.
I guess it would help if I typed in Panasonic.
So, they want $3,000 for that one, $2,600. See, I'm trying to figure. Okay, well, there's one for $999. Hey, they got one on here. Oh, that's the RRQ. Dang it, I don't want that one.
I'm sorry.
Did you just find that Tascom?
I found a Tascoms when I didn't hit Panasonic in. But I'm not gonna lie, I like using the DR60, but when you've used it like on every investigation and kind of rely on it, some of it kind of just starts to jumble together.
True.
Like everything starts to sound the same. So to me, this recorder is badass, but it's not $3,000 badass.
True.
Very it's crazy if you pay that much for it. Or the $2,600 one. That's ridiculous.
I love how they have to put pre-owned on them. Guys, they haven't made them for 25, 30 years. They're all going to be pre-owned.
This one's coming from Russia.
A lot of them from overseas. That's usually where they're finding them now.
Yeah, but $2,600?
I'm more curious about the buy now and pay $10 shipping from Russia.
It should be free shipping, fuckers.
I don't think you can get the book shipped here from Russia for $10.
I don't know.
I'm actually going to try more of that Tascom DR60. I'm going to try more of that and do more recordings with that coming up.
I found one for $77.
I know. That's what I was just going to tell you. Only 15 hours, 19 minutes left on that one.
I will get one of these. We'll get one. And you said you've only used it a couple times?
I've used it 5 times, and we've caught something every time on it.
Really?
Yeah. It's okay. The key is finding the right microphones for it.
Well, you'll have to let me know which one you guys are using so I can get the same one.
Well, honestly, I've used several different styles of microphone. Hello, my name is Bill. I've used several different.
Like cats.
I like pickles. Fried pickle, dill pickle, sweet pickle. I like.
Oh my
pickle.
god! What is your story?
I'm actually going to try this microphone that I'm using for the show, one of the boom mics, because it picks up everything all the way around it. So that's what I'm gonna give a shot with. Ooh, what is that?
Are you looking at the HVR DR60?
Which one? Hold on.
You need to get me off of eBay, dude.
Which one's where's the HDR?
It's a Sony HVR DR60 hard disk recorder. Like $500.
See, I've never tried that. I've never even heard of that one. I'm actually scrolling all the way down to the bottom. There, almost at the very bottom, there's a Panasonic RR930 micro desktop micro cassette transcriber recorder.
Okay, don't say that all at one time again.
Well, if you think about it, look at the stuff Lorraine Warren used to use. She used to use a reel-to-reel, a portable reel-to-reel to do all her stuff. She used everything with magnetic tapes, which is what the cassette recorders are. They're a magnetic strip. Technically, any one of the cassette recorders, all that is a contained reel-to-reel. Excuse me.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if the reel-to-reel, since it doesn't, a reel-to-reel doesn't, or a cassette recorder doesn't pick up unless it's a newer one, in the MP3 format or MP4 format or open format or any of the sound format. It just picks up everything. Anything and everything that's going on, it picks it up. So what I'm wondering is, if something like that, if you're gonna, because you're not gonna lose anything, you're gonna get the white noise, you're gonna get the stuff in the feed in the background. Right. Is it gonna pick? It has a broader range of sound to pick up. So I'm actually looking at this one because I'm thinking, you know what? If this is what it, if this works out the way I'm thinking this does, this thing here would probably be one of the best things to actually use. Because it's just a tape recorder is all it is. And it's in Lancaster, Ohio.
Where that is?
I don't know either. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I think it's in Indiana. Oh my God! I got to start drinking. I mean, quit drinking.
Well, I did find out the info for MadCon. The MadCon event coming up from Madison Seminary. It's the second, I think it's the second annual MadCon 2 that they're having for cystic fibrosis. Like 80% of the proceeds go to cystic fibrosis. And that's Friday, July 19th, Saturday the 20th. Yeah, Friday and Saturday night. And they'll have, Friday they have VIP celebrity ghost hunt, up to 15 tickets they're only selling for that night. You get dinner, celebrity meet and greet, photo op, signed event poster, and then there's a mini ghost hunt. And then the phone number to call and reserve your spot if you guys are interested is 440-721-8937.
And where's that one at?
That is in, is that Madison, Ohio? Where Madison Seminary is?
Okay.
And then Saturday the 20th is like a whole day of, they got the Paracon from 10 a.m. to 5. It's $5 admission for that. And you get meet and greet with all the celebrities, celebrity lectures, there'll be vendors, and then regular price admission for historical paranormal tours of the Madison Seminary, and then they also have raffle and silent auction as well.
Cool.
So, we did talk about that one last year, they did have it last year. I think it was last year they did it, and I think they raised quite a bit of money last year. It was almost $4,000, I think. 3,000 something. I don't remember exactly.
Still, that's awesome. I love when people. I really, honestly love it when people go out and do, what do you call it? They do
charity events.
Yeah, charity events to raise money for people like that or for groups like that. It's one of the biggest things that anybody can do. It's anything that can. If you can do something for somebody else, I think it's awesome. I really wish more people would just take a step back and do stuff for other people. I really wish they would. I wish they.
They were actually going to help us out last year. They were going to try and have an event for Rett syndrome, and then that fell through.
Oh, damn.
So I've actually had a couple people like step up and say we can use their location to do an event and everything else, and then when time comes down to trying to schedule something, it's like they got something else going on. So I kind of gave up on it. Now that's why I kind of started the paracord stuff. Everything I make from that, almost 100% of the proceeds go to Allie and anything she needs. And if I can't get it, then I try GoFundMe. And then if I can't get it that way, then we just try and save and save and save.
Yeah.
But we've been lucky enough, though, with the last 2 GoFundMes, though. We've had a lot of help from friends and family, and we've been able to get what she needs. So we are very thankful for that, too.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody who helped out there, that was freaking awesome.
Thank you very much. And even by sharing, even if you shared it.
Yeah.
It's still helping just as much as donating, trust me. So yeah, that's all I had wrote down, really.
Well, I think we need to, it's a new year. We need to look at new ideas. Look at trying just anything. Just to try it for shits and giggles. What's it going to hurt? What's it going to hurt to try any of that stuff?
Step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Get naked and run through the haunted location. See what the hell happens. See what you get chased by. Why not? Who's going to stop you? Ghost?
This is true. I don't know, though. But all I know is it feels good to be back on the air. It's been too long.
Yes, it has. It's been way too long. But I understand. I understand completely.
She's actually conked out, man. She's been asleep since before we went live, so hopefully things are getting better for her, where she'll sleep better every night.
I am so glad. I'm so glad she feels better. I'm so glad. Hopefully you're getting full night's, or at least a good night's sleep.
I am. Actually, other than a couple nights ago when she had a crying episode, I don't know if it was gas or still her ear, but she lasted about 15 minutes, and then she actually slept in until almost 10:30, so it kind of made up for it. But yeah, I've been going to bed at a decent hour here lately and trying to get a little more sleep. See, I can't talk anymore. I'm glad the show's almost over for tonight. Steep. I've been getting a lot more steep here lately.
I've been doing some steep. My mommy says it's okay for me to try steep. I like the steep.
But yeah, and don't forget, if anybody has any questions or locations, I need to. I've been told I need to try and get our number fixed out to where people can call in. And then we're gonna try and get Tracy, and possibly Steve on here one night as guests.
Definitely.
Let them talk about the group a little more and what we got coming up.
Awesome. Hell yes.
So yeah, that's all I have. Yeah.
Oh. So someone asked me, and I'm gonna kind of a great way to end this thing off. Someone asked me if I thought in the IR thermometer, that little laser pointer that reads temperature, the little gun.
Oh yeah.
Is good for an investigation. And I got bad news for you, people. If you're using a temperature gun to sense temperature, you're not actually reading air temperature. You're reading the temperature of whatever the end of that laser is touching. So if you point it on a wall and go, oh my God, it's cold over there, and it's 20 degrees inside the building, the wall's going to be cold too. You're going to get that cold temperature off that wall. It's not something that really works real well. If you want the only thing I've found so far, you can actually get a digital temperature reader. You're gonna have to be in proximity of it. You're gonna have to be right next to it to see what the temperature go down. But that laser gun, I think that to me, and this is my personal opinion. If anybody else thinks otherwise, you know what? Good. Everybody has their own thoughts and their own things that really work for them. But to me, that is one of the biggest ripoffs there is when it comes to paranormal investigation, because you're not reading the air temperature. You've got to find something to read air temperature. You can't.
Those ones, don't you have to like point it at the floor in the center of the room first to get a base reading before you even start pointing it around the room?
But remember, even if you point it at the floor, you're reading the temperature of the floor. Then when
Well,
you
I know
start
that.
yeah,
Yeah, I know that.
it's not going to read any other temperature in the room other than what's where that end of that dot is, that little laser is pointing at. It's not technically going to read the room. It's going to read right where that spot is at. Unless someone can prove me otherwise, and if you can, please, by all means, prove me otherwise. I want someone to do it. But it just doesn't, and we've said this 1,000 times, those apps that people get for their phones.
Yeah.
Like, what was that one, the Ghost Radar? I'm sorry.
Ghost radar. Oh, you mean the one that looks like a crosshair, like a red crosshair, and then these little blobs pop up every now and then?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't...
Don't forget, there's Ghost Radar Classic, and there's a newer one, too.
Oh, my God.
Like Ghost Radar Legend or something like that, I think. There's actually a newer one where you have to pay more money for.
Of course you do. It's a newer, upgraded version.
And I know we don't have much time, but I actually asked Bill Chappell, who does the equipment stuff for Ghost Adventures, when we met him at Ashmore. I asked him about the phone apps, and he said that all the apps were good. Like, he flat out told us that. I think we were using Echo Vox at the time. And I think he actually said any app on your phone is good.
See, I'm having a hard time with Echo Vox. I don't know if I'm not using it right. I just have a hard time hearing anything on it.
You gotta find that sweet spot setting for the Echo Vox.
I know, but I have a hard time finding a sweet spot setting for anything right now. All right, we got about a minute left. So, Shannon, I want to say thank you very much for being back. You are awesome. I am so glad you're here. Thanks to Jimmy for running everything in the background for us. Thanks to everybody out there listening. Thanks to your group back out there. Plug them again. Give them a quick plug.
Oh, Abyss Paranormal Investigations. They're listening right now.
Awesome.
Hi, guys. I love you guys.
Hi, guys. We want to have you guys on here on the show so we can talk. So you set that up with Shannon. Thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you again to all the men and women serving around the world. You guys stay safe. Keep your head down. If you can, get one from me.
And me.
And Shannon. And we will talk to you guys later. Thank you. Love y'all. Love you, Shannon.
Love you, buddy.
You guys, the only thing I got left to say is we will see you guys in the dark. Thank you very much.